I think really of Christianity as a relationship with Christ, and that this place called church is a community of like-minded people who want to honor him. And then the big question that comes up is, what was he really like? What did he value? And of course, Jesus was not a highly traditional person, although I'm sure he honored some of the traditions of Judaism in different settings, but he didn't cling to that, he didn't depend on that, he didn't believe that that was the substance of what he was about. What I remember about Jesus, and we've seen it very much in Matthew, is that everywhere Jesus went, he healed people and he taught people about what God was like. Now, if that's religion, so be it, but it's not religion like I understand it in most of the world. It is really about a person who uses his life to the best of his ability to honor God. And so we see Jesus as the ultimate person of faith. And it didn't matter where he was, it was always a matter of people. And that's exactly what we've seen in Matthew as we've looked at these last few chapters, which have left me with this impression that wherever Jesus went, as a human being, he had real needs. And remember, we talked about how he lost one of his close friends and relatives in John the Baptist, who was beheaded. And you can imagine how you would feel if somebody who was a close family relationship lost their head at a dinner party of a king. And then, of course, he went home to spend time with his family, and his family didn't receive him well. And the people in the place that he lived and was raised as a child did not receive him well and didn't really respect him. So he didn't really have a home. And then when he looked for time alone, everywhere he went, people followed him. And the story we looked at last week, people were looking just to even touch the hem of his coat. And you can imagine that Jesus could not get away from people because people saw him as a source of power and healing. And they weren't necessarily interested in him as a person as much as they were interested in what he could do for them.